Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Polly and today we are reviewing this Montale Oud Velvet. Not a lot of reviews on it. The reviews that I found on Fragrantica were very mixed. Some people despised it, other people liked it. So let me share with you my personal experience with this odor. Let's go over the notes first. So tiara flower, ylang ylang, and orange flower at the very top. In the heart, you have arganwood, and in the base, vanilla, sandalwood, and tonka. Somebody's here. So this is a prime example of a fragrance that has to sit for at least a month, and the first impression can change significantly. Let me tell you about my first impression, original impression. Original impression was this is the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life. When you hear people or read people saying that the oud that Montale makes, it's very chemical, harsh, industrial, they're not exaggerating, they're not being dramatic. It really is just like that. And this takes it on to another level. Horribly chemical. There is no oud. You don't smell wood. You smell chemicals, industrial, horrible, toxic chemicals. Now, if you're wondering what about the flowers, so honestly, the way the fragrance opens and acts has nothing to do with the pyramid or even the notes. So the first thing is the blast of those chemicals. The tiara flower comes in. It's mainly the tiara, maybe some of the orange blossom. Either way, whatever floral it is, it's not a pleasant. It's a fake, it's forced, it's made up, and it's also chemical. So it doesn't change or ease on the chemical, it just adds to it. It's like when you go to a restroom at work and number 2 happened by somebody and they sprayed a crap ton of air freshener. It didn't eliminate the original scent, it didn't improve it, it just combined with it. And it would last for a very long time. The dry down, if I give it an age, 97. How about that? That's the fragrance. It's something powdery, chemical, horrible, tiare, kind of spicy, soapy. Like no one needs to smell like that. Really, really nobody. So it's set. The chemical, everything is still same, but the chemical moves down the slope of the dry down much quicker, including the tiara. You'd never want to smell it close to the skin because you are getting that chemical and that fake, such a fake, horrible tiara. Like, my opinion. What happens next? So instead of 97, now we're talking about 67. Some people do like this fragrance. At the beginning, I could not comprehend how on earth can anyone enjoy this odor. There's nothing pleasant in the opening. The opening is like atrocious, and the dry down is unnecessary, and it's also not pleasant. It's not cuddly. It's not. I don't know who wants to smell like that and why. There's so many options out there. Whatever. But listen, there's a lid for every pot, so I guess. Okay. Originally, I thought for me to use this fragrance would be strictly to balance karma in the world when I did something horrible, as a self-punishment. I don't see it that way anymore. There's an approval. I can wear it. I can be okay with it. I can almost not enjoy it, but it's almost like I'm stuck with this. So I am thinking that I'm going to eventually open our Mercari, I think that's how you call it, and start putting some products, makeup, and fragrance in there. I think this is going to go there as well. Originally, I didn't want to do it because if I hate something to that degree, and listen, I can despise a fragrance, but I can still see how somebody can love it. Here, at the beginning, I couldn't comprehend. And I can't take somebody's money for something that I think it's horrible. I cannot gift it. I cannot sell it. I have to believe in the product in order for me to move the product along. It's just how I am. I'm a horrible salesperson. But now, because I don't see it that way, and I actually can understand why people do enjoy it, because when I wear it, I'm like, it's far from self-punishment. There is something kind of comforting about it. And you're thinking, why would that be comforting? Well, for me, it works almost as with age and wisdom and just mental and physical exhaustion. You kind of come to accept yourself in life, and you start to not sweat the little things. And it's almost like a mental comfort that comes to you as you grow up. And because it smells very old to me, not retro necessarily, it just smells really old to me. That's how it's working on my senses. It's really not a bad fragrance. It's just not for me. I mean, I do know that some people like it. I will say this is not a safe blind buy. By no means. There are some fragrances that are safe blind buy, including by Montale. Mostly Montale, I think it's more of a safe brand for blind buying, just because even the odd or extreme or unique fragrances that they have, or something that will be new for you, it's worked on beautifully. These things, Montale is very, it can be very like that. The dry down is not the worst thing I've ever smelled. I don't like the opening, but you know, some people do like it. I just don't like having fragrances that I'm not wow about. I'm not mad at it at all anymore. I don't despise it. I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever smelled anymore. So we went from one extreme to like minus 1,000 to kind of a 0, maybe even 1. You know, so that's a huge improvement. For some people, this is an 8. Who am I to tell you otherwise? I will just say this is definitely not a safe blind buy. Yeah. Some people like it. I just don't hate it. So yeah, this is my review on this one. If you were asking, you know, oh, vanilla, senda, tonka, all that, it's just how I said. Chemical, forced pretend tiara, very fake, less on the intensity. Then it's something old with the tiara and the flowers and something, I don't know what it is. And then about like 8 hours later, all of that completely goes away, and it's actually a very nice floral scent. It's almost like a kind of the ylang ylang, orange blossom, and vanilla, and it's pretty nice. Like, it's, if that was all that this fragrance is from the beginning, I would never sell it. Like, I love that last piece. It's beautiful, and it has nothing to do with the opening or the dry down at all. The opening is not something I like, but now it tapers much quickly to the middle, which I can see people liking. But it's not for everybody. It's so not for everybody. This is not crowd pleaser. It's not a compliment getter. It's not sexy. It's not comfort. It's not cozy. It's none of those things. This is the kind of fragrance that is very individual, personal, and a person that likes it wears it only for themselves. Because even it's the part that can be good is not something that is going to draw other people towards you or in interest or anything. It does smell old, so, but in kind of a good way. I don't know. That's really all I gotta say. This, for me, this was huge disappointment. Not because I think it's atrocious as I did in the beginning. It's just I expect better from Montale. Like, I understand that they have difficult notes, but I can work with difficult but old. I just don't get that. To each their own, I guess. But that's the end of this review. In case you were wondering, again, not a safe blind buy. And if I open Mercari when I have time, I'll definitely let you know. You guys are going to be the first ones to know, and I'll let you know what's going to be on there. But until that point, I'm just collecting a box. this baby's going in that box. After I tried it, and I understand that some people can actually enjoy it, and I can understand how. Okay? All right, guys. Well, just subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.